How do you find the time to do all of that? This is one of the most common questions I receive from readers, followers, friends, and colleagues. And, as it turns out, the answer is really simple. In fact, that answer is contained within the question itself. Do you see it? One word. Find. I find the time. I am not a time guru. I haven't attempted a single productivity hack in my entire life. In fact, I despise those things. Optimizing your life to the millisecond is not an enjoyable way to live. I simply have my priorities clearly in focus and center my day-to-day decisions around those priorities. Do you look at spending time the way you think about spending money? Time is a currency, and each day we pull chunks of minutes out of our time wallets, handbags, and purses and buy things with our time. What's the last purchase you made? Here are some of the things you've chosen to spend your time on. 1. Watching too much TV. I'm sorry, but this is an easy one. We're simply watching too much TV these days. Even more than that, there's just too much TV to watch. Watching TV is purely mind-numbing entertainment, and this is 100% okay, in moderation. It's a great way to shut off your brain and relax. The problem occurs when you're watching multiple hours of TV every single day. The average American now watches over 5 hours of TV daily. People are literally watching TV to death. Remember, just because it's there doesn't mean you have to watch it. 2. Analysis paralysis. Researching is great until it starts to keep you from actually doing things. There is a vast sea of information and free knowledge at your fingertips at all times. It's amazing. You can have all of your deepest, darkest, and weirdest questions answered in just seconds. But the tides of this vast sea can quickly turn on you and swamp your vessel before you even allow yourself to leave shore. Maybe you're worried about making the wrong choice, or you're afraid you'll fail, or you think people are going to judge you for doing something radically different. But that all comes down to fear. Don't allow fear to paralyze you. Do the research, then do. You'll learn as you go, trust me. 3. Endlessly scrolling through social media. Social media is such a ridiculously powerful tool that previous generations of business owners would have killed to have at their disposal. It's an amazing and free way of building your brand, finding new customers, and making more money. It's also your worst enemy. Social media is a time suck, and an addictive one at that. These social media companies have precisely and carefully designed them to be addictive. They have spent millions researching human psychology and even implemented casino tactics to keep you coming back for your next quick hit. They monitor your actions across the internet, get you to buy products you don't want, and make you yearn for the instant validation of complete strangers. As an online marketer, I use social media quite often. What has helped me maintain a proper balance towards these networks? I've deleted nearly all social media apps from my phone. This has helped me put social media in its proper place. When I log in on my computer, I'm in work mode. I'm using these tools to benefit my business, rather than aimlessly scrolling on my phone or receiving constant notifications about crap I don't care about. 4. Keeping busy. In the Western world, being busy is a badge of honor. Nothing gets productivity hackers more aroused than rattling off all the tasks they checked off their to-do list at the end of the day. There isn't necessarily anything wrong with finding ways to boost your productivity. Some people have written about them on my own site, in fact. Again, the theme here is balance. Optimizing your entire life to cram as much work into the day as possible is not what these are meant for. These hacks should be used to make more time for yourself, not for busy. Busy is the enemy of productivity. Busy is inefficient. Busy means you're doing too much for too little in return. We should be working to live, not living to work. 5. Hanging out with the wrong people. Do the people you spend time with align with your values? Will they help or deter you from accomplishing your goals? If you decide to try something new to improve yourself as a person, will they encourage or mock you? These are important questions to ask yourself, as too many of us are friends with people out of nothing more than convenience or trivial commonalities. Surrounding yourself with the right people is crucial. 6. Failing to look at the big picture. It's easy to have short-term aspirations, but what about your long-term goals? Do you give them any thought? More importantly, are you willing to sacrifice short-term benefits in pursuit of long-term rewards? Here's a few for thought. Your friends are going out for drinks, but you know you haven't written anything new on your blog in weeks. What do? That hot new iPhone has all the features you're craving, but that other phone no one has heard of is half the price and still has 80% of the features you want. Which will you choose? An amazing new loft downtown just became available for rent, but the place you live in now with 2 roommates is a third of the price. What now? No, you don't have to close yourself off from all your friends and search the sidewalk for pennies, but I'm sure you get my point. 7. Endlessly complaining. I'm pretty sure we can thank the internet for its role in this one. People have always complained about trivial things, but never have we been able to shout our frustrations from the rooftops to a massive adoring crowd of mutual haters. This is a big, scary world, and there's a lot to dislike about it. And yes, it feels good to complain about things, particularly to your close friends. But at some point, enough is enough. You then have a choice to make. Keep complaining about it, and do nothing about it, or worse, expect someone else to do something about it. Stop complaining, do something about it, or there's nothing that can be done about it, complain about it for a bit, then move on. No one likes to be around a constant complainer. 8. Playing with your phone. Put down the phone and look up. Try it. It doesn't hurt. I promise. You may even be surprised at the things you discover all around you. Phones are great when used properly, but man, they make us miss so much of the little things that make life enjoyable. Have you ever tried riding a subway without reading or listening to anything? People look at you like you're a psychopath. Our digital lives have consumed our real ones. Try making some rules for yourself and your family, like these. No phones at the dinner table. Keep your phone stored across the room instead of right beside your bed on your nightstand. Delete all the useless apps from your phone, and turn off all non-essential notifications. This is a big one and will change your life. And hey, it's okay to be alone with your thoughts every now and then. In fact, it feels pretty great. 9. Forgetting to take notes. How are you going to remember all of that useful information you're consuming? It took me a while, but I finally developed a simple way to catalog all the great ideas I get from reading and watching things. When developing your own note-taking system, here's a few things that you need to ensure. It's easily accessible from any device you own. Saving notes is so dead simple that you want to save notes every chance you get. And your notes database needs to be easily searchable for future reference. 10. Emailing into oblivion. This one is for my fellow business owners out there. You can spend your entire day responding to emails. Don't. Pull a Tim Ferriss. Automate as much of your email processes as possible. Set a window of the day, or week if you're really bold, to respond to emails. And get in the habit of ignoring emails that aren't urgent. I know you can do it. Inbox zero isn't all that's cracked up to be. 11. Waiting. For real though, what are you waiting for? I just need to do this, or I'm just waiting for that, then I'll be all set. Or it's just not a great time right now. There will never be an ideal time to get started. Whatever it is, a new project, business idea, goal, passion, whatever, just start it. Break it down into little pieces and learn as you go. Accomplish one at a time, building slowly to that end goal. Every single day, no matter how small the task is, make progress. One thing's for sure, you will never learn anything by sitting around and waiting for the perfect circumstances, because they don't exist. So, how are you spending your time? Maybe you don't have any big goals to work towards. Maybe you're completely content working your 9 to 5 days a week, then going home to eat a microwave dinner and binge watching Suits. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. I mean, I don't agree with that, of course. I think there's way more to life than that. But if that's what makes you happy, then go for it. You've already set your priorities and guide your path to satisfy those. You've made that choice. The point is that you need to have those priorities clear in mind. You must have something to work towards. You can't aimlessly wander through life, allowing others to dictate your turns, then constantly make excuses for why you're not happy. And, above all else, never tell me that you don't have time for something, because we both know that's not true. We're throwing our most valuable resource in the trash every single day. There are far more ways than just 11, but these are the most important ones to me. How many of these are you falling prey to?